Oakley Carlson, a name that now echoes in the hearts of many. Big brown eyes, a shy smile, eyes that once sparkled with innocence and joy. A little girl who loved Minnie Mouse and the color purple. Her days were filled with the simple joys of childhood, playing with her favorite toys and wearing her beloved purple outfits. Born in 2016, Oakley's life should have been filled with laughter and play. She should have been running around playgrounds, making friends, and experiencing the carefree days of youth. Instead, it took a dark turn, shrouded in mystery and heartbreak. The playgrounds she should have been playing in now stand empty, and her bedroom, once a place of comfort, is now a somber reminder of her absence. In the small, rural town of Oakville, Washington, Oakley's story became a chilling reminder that sometimes the worst happens close to home. A town where everyone knows each other, yet no one saw what was coming. Her disappearance, a gut punch to the community, continues to haunt those who knew her and countless others who pray for her safe return. Candlelight vigils are held, and missing person flyers are distributed. But the pain remains. The details are scant, the timeline hazy, days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, with little to no answers. The clock keeps ticking, but the mystery remains unsolved. Oakley's story, pieced together from whispers and rumors, paints a picture of a life lived in the shadows. A life that was hidden from the world, filled with secrets and unanswered questions. The truth, elusive and painful, remains hidden. Behind closed doors and drawn blinds, the answers lie, waiting to be uncovered. But one thing is certain, Oakley Carlson is gone, and the search for answers continues. The community, the authorities, and those who loved her will not rest until the truth is brought to light and Oakley is found. February 2021, a cold, unforgiving month in Washington state. The last confirmed sighting of Oakley Carlson places her within her own home, a nondescript house on a quiet street. Neighbors recall little, their memories a blur of ordinary days punctuated by the occasional sound of children playing. But after that February day, Oakley vanished. Days turned into weeks, whispers turned into worried murmurs. Where was Oakley? Had she wandered off? The thought sent chills through the community. Oakville, a town where everyone knew their neighbors, grappled with an unthinkable possibility: a child gone missing. A fire, a frantic 911 call. The voice on the other end was filled with panic, a desperate plea for help as flames consumed everything in their path. Smoke billowing from the Carlson home, thick and suffocating, turning the night sky into a canvas of chaos and fear. It was a chaotic scene, the kind that rattled even the most seasoned first responders. Fire trucks and emergency vehicles lined the street, their lights flashing urgently. The fire itself, deemed accidental, felt like a sinister omen. The eerie flames consumed the house, leaving behind only charred remains and unanswered questions. It was the first in a series of disturbing events that would cast a long shadow over the investigation into Oakley's disappearance. The once vibrant home now stood as a dark, ominous shell, surrounded by police tape and investigators. Questions lingered. Why hadn't Oakley's disappearance been reported sooner? Concerned family members clung to hope, their faces etched with worry as they distributed missing person posters. What exactly had transpired in the days leading up to the fire? The detectives pored over a calendar with marked dates, a board filled with photos and notes, the clock ticking ominously in the background. The answers, elusive and troubling, lay hidden beneath layers of speculation and conflicting accounts. Confidential documents and blurred faces in a crowd only added to the mystery. The fire, though seemingly unrelated, added another layer of unease to an already perplexing situation. Investigators examined the charred remains, searching for clues that might connect the dots in this tangled web of events. Law enforcement descended upon Oakville, their presence a stark reminder that something was deeply wrong. Interviews were conducted, neighbors questioned, and every lead pursued. But the more they learned, the more questions arose. The timeline, already murky, became even more convoluted. Oakley's parents, the ones who should have been her protectors, offered conflicting accounts of her whereabouts. Their stories, riddled with inconsistencies, raised red flags. Their demeanor, detached and evasive, did little to quell the growing suspicion. Something didn't add up. The investigation, initially focused on a missing child, began to take a sinister turn. In the midst of the confusion and heartbreak, a voice emerged, small but powerful. Oakley's older sister, her words carrying the weight of a truth too heavy for a child to bear, revealed a chilling account of that fateful night. Her testimony, fragmented yet horrifying, painted a picture of neglect and abuse. She spoke of fear, of witnessing things no child should ever see. Her words, whispered through tears, sent shockwaves through the investigation. The focus shifted, the lens narrowing in on the one place Oakley should have been safe, her own home. The investigation, now a desperate search for answers, took on a new urgency. News of Oakley's disappearance and the disturbing allegations that followed spread like wildfire. Outrage ripped through Oakville and beyond. Candlelight vigils were held, their flickering flames a symbol of hope amidst the darkness. The community, heartbroken and enraged, demanded justice for Oakley. Volunteers joined the search, their determination fueled by a shared sense of grief and anger. How could this happen? How could a child vanish without a trace? The questions echoed through the streets of Oakville, a stark reminder of the fragility of innocence. As the investigation intensified, the walls seemed to close in on Oakley's parents. Their stories, already shaky, crumbled under the weight of evidence. Their behavior, erratic and suspicious, only solidified their place at the center of the investigation. Charges were filed, though none directly related to Oakley's disappearance. The legal battle, complex and fraught with emotion, became a focal point for a community desperate for answers. Each court appearance, each new revelation, fueled the public's need for justice, for closure. Section 8. Searching for answers. Months turned into years. The search for Oakley continued, a relentless pursuit fueled by hope and heartbreak. Law enforcement, unwavering in their commitment, followed every lead, no matter how small. The community, though scarred, refused to let her memory fade. Still, the question remained. Where was Oakley? Had she wandered off? Had she been met with foul play? The possibilities, each more chilling than the last, haunted the investigation. The lack of answers, the unbearable silence, only deepened the mystery. Section 9. A shadow remains. The disappearance of Oakley Carlson continues to cast a long shadow over Oakville. Her face, frozen in time on missing person posters, serves as a constant reminder of the tragedy that shook the community to its core. The house where she was last seen stands empty, a silent testament to a life cut short. The case, though still unsolved, remains open. Hope, though fragile, flickers on. Law enforcement, driven by the pursuit of justice, vow to never give up. They continue to follow every lead, every whisper, every rumor, determined to bring closure to a case that has haunted them for years. Section 10. Hope endures. Despite the years that have passed, the pain of Oakley's absence remains palpable in Oakville. Her story, a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of seemingly ordinary lives, continues to resonate deeply. Yet amidst the sorrow, there is a glimmer of hope. The community, bound by shared grief and determination, refuses to let Oakley's memory fade. They organize annual events, their purpose twofold: to keep her story alive and to remind the world that she is still missing, still loved, still desperately missed. Section 11. Oakley's legacy. The disappearance of Oakley Carlson serves as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of childhood. Her absence is felt deeply, a void that echoes through the hearts of her family and community. Her story underscores the importance of vigilance, of speaking up for those who cannot speak for themselves. It reminds us that every child deserves to be seen, heard, and protected. It is a call to action, a plea to never stop searching for answers, to never forget the children whose lives have been forever altered by tragedy. Each candle lit at the vigil represents a beacon of hope, a promise to keep their memories alive. Oakley's legacy, though forever intertwined with tragedy, also carries a message of hope. The purple balloons released into the sky symbolize the collective wish for her safe return and the hope that other missing children will be found. It is a testament to the enduring power of community, the unwavering belief that even in the darkest of times, light will eventually find its way through. The community's unity and strength serve as a powerful reminder that together we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. The search for Oakley continues, a beacon of hope shining brightly in the face of unimaginable loss. The lighthouse at night stands as a symbol of guidance and perseverance, illuminating the path for those who refuse to give up. The search parties, with their flashlights piercing the darkness, embody the relentless spirit of a community determined to find answers and bring Oakley home.